everybody, this is Everett, and today we're going to talk about selling antique Chinese textiles on eBay and what Chinese textiles sold for me. This is an antique Chinese blue silk embroidered dragon robe. This would have been worn by somebody in the imperial family, and it is very finely embroidered. I sold this for $1,525. This textile had a total of 9 5-clawed dragons with clouds, bats, and several emblems. On the inside, however, it was stained, but it did not matter to the buyer. So the bottom line of that story is to not ignore antique Chinese textiles simply because they're damaged or stained. This is a antique Chinese green silk embroidered dragon skirt, probably dates to the end of the 1800s. I had this one up for about a month and a half, and I sold it for $475. And as you can see, it's beautifully embroidered with dragons, which is very important to collectors. Next is another antique Chinese 19th century silk floral embroidered robe. Again, as you can see, this one is quite damaged with streaks down the front. I'm not sure that will be fixable. However, it still sold for $305. The fact that I got $305 for it probably reflects those really, you can't see it very well here, but they're very elaborate gold thread embroidered armbands. That's worth it alone. This is a beautiful antique Chinese embroidered collar. Unfortunately, beautiful things don't go for as much as more manly masculine things, but I still got $125 for this. Here's a great item to look out for because it is a brocade silk panel, but it looks very nondescript. Upon closer examination, you can see the dragons and the clouds on the fabric, and I sold this one for about a little less than I expected, but about $110. This is an example of desecrating a gorgeous, probably pheasant rank badge. What these people did apparently was they sewed the rank badges together and made it into a pocketbook. Even so, because of the gold metallic thread and the elaborate work that was done on it, even with it in the shape that it was in, I still got about I would say around, I believe it was around $98 for that, and that sold in about 3 months. Here's another set of rank badges. However, I don't think that these are nearly as nice as some of the other ones that I have sold. And these, believe it or not, sat around for about a year and a half, and I finally gave up on these guys and they sold for $99. And the last Chinese item I'm going to show you is the first one I ever bought. I sweated it out at an auction. $80 was like my nosebleed price, and I won it and I was thrilled. This is, again, one of the first things I ever bought in terms of Chinese textiles. I listed it and I was able to get $875 for this, so not a bad flip. And the last one's not Chinese, it's Japanese, but this is a Japanese asha cake wedding robe. It's a very formal robe that will be worn for one's wedding. I got this at a specialized auction, spent $80 for it, sat on this for 2 years, nearly had a nervous breakdown over it, finally shipped it for $275 to Brazil, of all places, and I was very happy to finally see that one go, but it took a while. Anyway, this is Everett. Thank you for taking a quick look at these guys, and I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Happy hunting!